Good morning. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Today's Wednesday. That means we're halfway there. Tomorrow's my Friday because we're off on Friday, so we're lit. I hope everyone, good morning, Boo. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day whenever you get this, or great morning. Gonna go ahead and pull for the collective and see what they have to say for them this morning. Hopefully it's all good, all positive. Yes, we love a hump day. I love a hump day. My God. Just be like, all right, you're almost there, sis. Just keep holding on. I'm trying, bro. Trying. So what do you got to tell the people? What do they need to hear, know, pay attention to, focus on today, right now? Okay. Simple enough, right? So it looks like we're having a decision that we have to make. It doesn't feel like we want to make this decision, right? It feels like I'm kind of in a space where I have no choice and I have to make a decision. I have to make a choice about how I'm going to move and how I'm going to handle this situation. What they're saying is holding you back is like self, working with self, talking to self, tapping into self. Everything is always about self, right? We always got to come back to self and figure out what do we truly want? What do we truly need? Because the whole point of these readings are so we can be our happiest self, connect to our highest self, right? And so, what do we need to be focusing on? And it's showing us self. We need to be having conversations with self. We need to be looking at self. In order for me to make this decision that I have to make, I have to know what I truly want. And I can't be making decisions based off of what other people say or what other people think or what other people have in their mind. I need to make the decision that's going to work best for me, right? And so what they're asking you to do is to have faith and tap into yourself, right? It came up in reverse because you're having a challenging time with just like really trusting yourself and knowing that what you want to bring into light is going to come, but it's like you have to have faith in you. You have to know that you can get it done, right? I'm going to go ahead and pull a chakra card. What do you got to tell the people? Anything you need to know, focus on, pay attention to. Honesty. So it says truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication. Honesty. I'm hearing we got to be honest with ourselves. We're going to go ahead and read what it has to say. So, honesty opens the door to true freedom. Honesty is the currency of inner strength. Experience the power of sharing your truth. The card story. With eyes searching outside of herself for an answer, a young woman comes to realize that in truth, she is already holding the key to her freedom in this moment. By claiming the courage to genuinely express what's in her heart, she opens an inner doorway to illuminate her entire experience. Complications unravel, confusion dissolves. The path forward is open and clear. The card message. This card is all about truth, to live honestly and truthfully, being honest in your words and actions. While sometimes honesty seems like a difficult path to walk, in the end, it is the only way that truth fulfills and sustains us. When you can speak your truth without attachment to how others respond, then you are truly free to be yourself. When we gossip about others or speak dishonesty in any way, there is a part of us that knows it. If we go along with something that isn't aligned with who we really are, we feel it deep inside. By acting outside of our integrity, we betray a part of ourselves, and in doing so, we move away from our soul's path. The card is a call to a new level of honesty and transparency. It is time to honor your values and beliefs and to live in an alignment with these. If there are things that need to be said, now may be the time to speak up. If you're living in ways that are not aligned with who you came here to be, now is the time to be honest with yourself. If you feel blocked or stuck in your relationship because of hidden truths or unshared feelings, take this opportunity to come clean. Talk about it or write about it. Find ways to honestly express yourself. Your world will be transformed. Honesty puts you on a path to fulfilling your life's purpose and lights up your steps along the way. The more you live in alignment with your truth, the more clearly the universe can move and work through you. The truth will set you free. Honesty. I've been working on honesty, and I try to be honest as much as possible. Now, I wasn't always super honest because the people pleaser inside of me always wanted to keep the peace and make people super happy. And, people always used to say, oh, your truths hurt. You say things and it slices and it hurts and it dices us. And so I wouldn't be completely honest about what I felt, what I was thinking, because I didn't want to hurt people and I didn't want to lose friends or, you know, even in my own detriment, even if it was like hurting me, I would just like suck it up and keep that honesty for myself, even if I know that it might hurt my friend. And it was in a detriment to them. I didn't want to hurt their feelings or make them feel bad about themselves. And now I'm realizing the only person I was hurting was me, trying to hold all these truths for what? Who am I saving by keeping everything to myself? And if you can't handle my truth, then you don't have to. You were born to create. This card is beautiful. And it's the last card in the deck. So you were born to create. You were blessed with the ability to create with thought, intention, action, and emotion. Be conscious of your power and aware of what your actions and reactions create within and around you. Cherish this gift and use it in both a wise and productive manner. Create beauty and inspire a desire within others to do the same. Create a future that both fulfills and delights. Do what you were born to do. All right? So I hope you got that. Listen, yeah. And I'm learning that I have to be okay with that. Because when I'm holding things in, if you just holding your desires in, holding everything in, then you never truly expressing yourself and you just honestly just harming yourself, right? Because then you're not being truthful to yourself. I'm trying to be truthful to myself. Good morning, Steph. So before I get out of here, if you would like a 3-card pull, a Chakra Insight Oracle card, or a Messenger Oracle, just write it in the chat and I'll go ahead and I'll do that for you. If not, then I'll just get out of here. Oops. Let me see. And I was just thinking, my light haven't turned off yet, but it's always got to be in a mood when I'm doing my readings. Always in a mood. This room is, this building that we're in used to be like a church in like the 1700s or something like that. I'm sure it's been a few other things before it was a school. And to think like, there's probably some spirits up in here, lingering. Like, what is she doing in here? I'm not tapping into you though, so please leave me alone. Thank you. But yes, if anyone would like a 3-card pull, which one would you like? Uni, a chakra, a oracle card, or a 3-card pull? I don't know how people do lives all the time and just like, talk to themselves because it feels like you're talking to yourself unless someone's in there with you, but it's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of staring at yourself. It's like awkward silence when we're in the classroom and the kids don't want to answer. We just like let them just be uncomfortable. And we say that with the uncomfortability they'll grow to like be okay with the silence. And I guess that's what the lives do. It forces you to be uncomfortable. All right, so what do you have to tell Uni? Anything Uni needs to hear, pay attention to, focus on? Anything Uni's not listening to? Anything she needs to hear that you would like her to hear? You want 3 cards too, Steph? Okay, I got you, boo. All right, what do you want to tell Uni? Like the cards are trying to fall just now. Relax. Feels like we're thinking about family and relationships and everything that like comes with it, like our children, our love life, our home, the people, the family members that like surrounding us, right? It feels like that's on your mind. And your card came up in reverse. And so that makes me feel like also that you're thinking about like it's like when somebody does like a review of their life and it's like I'm trying to peek and I'm trying to pay attention to the things that I've done, what I've brought into my life, the changes that I've like, how I've affected the people around me, how I affect my children, how I affect my mates, like it's like it feels like introspective work. It's like I see good things, but then I'm still wondering, am I the one that bringing this about? Am I making this? Am I doing the things that I need to do? Right? What they're saying is holding you back is I know it's probably gonna sound super annoying. But inner child work. Like there's more inner child work that needs to be done. Like in order for you to give yourself grace in the space that you're in now, you have to do more inner child work. You have to do more of that like work within yourself to really kind of tap into you, to really truly know, all of the greatness that you bring, all of the delight that you bring into the situation. Because it feels like it's a matter of like trusting self and knowing that I am this person and I did create all of these things and it is abundant. But I think is a lack of trust within self, they're saying. What you need to have is that King of Wands, right? Because if you look at him, he's like looking and he's looking at, sorry, my card is all ripped up, but he's looking at himself and not himself. He's looking at his, say if he's the king, right? He's looking at his land, he's looking at his people, he's looking at all of the stuff that he's brought about. He's looking at all of the changes that he's made. He's looking at everything that he's created, right? And there's a confidence within inside of him that he feels good about the stuff that he's brought to his community, to his people, right? And so that's what they're asking you to tap into is that strength of knowing who you are and what you brought to the table and what you've created. They need you to look and see and really observe and pay attention and from afar. Like, don't try to get in there and try to kind of like have conversations with people about what their experience. What you have to sit back for yourself, and I think that's where that child, that working on the inner child because is that trust within self about who I am and what I'm bringing to the table and what I'm like creating. Okay, I hope that made sense. Uni. All right, let's go ahead and figure out Steph. Look, I had asked if everybody wanted a 3-card pull or a chakra card or oracle card. This is for Stephanie. We would like a clear message for her. Anything you need to say? Tipo uma palavra que você sabe responder. Explique. Stephanie, what are you gonna tell Stephanie? Okay, good. Steph, the first thing I thought when I saw this is like, are you still in this phase or, but you can tell me. And it's showing me that you're getting up out of this space of feeling like trapped, right? But it's like, I'm not all the way there yet. I'm still in my mind about the things that I've gone through, the things that's like messed me up, the things that's like hurt me, the things that, I have shame about or like regret. Like that's like your hands is in your head, like, oh my God, like I still can't believe I'm dealing with this. I still can't believe like like I have to wake up and deal with this, type of feeling. But you're getting up out of the bed, right? You're not laying in the bed and you're like just dealing with it and like, ruminating all about it. You're in the space of like, okay, I'm so not happy. I'm not happy with the situation, but I'm going to get up and I'm going to start moving forward because you know that you have all the swords behind you, because you know that you have everything that you need to help you propel you to the next level. But it's just that like sometimes we can get stuck in the emotions of things that's like bothered us or hurt us, that's kind of like been holding us back. And it feels like we're still a little bit there. They're saying that what's holding you back is you have a decision that you have to make. And you're like kind of stopping yourself from like making that decision. It feels like maybe worried about the outcome, worried about other parties in the situation and how they're going to affect whatever decision that you make, worried about how those two decisions can mesh with each other and correlate with each other and how they can like be a friction towards each other. They're saying like it's like avoidance, not trying to do the deep work to like really truly make a decision about what you're trying to get done. What they're saying you need to do is it's kind of like the post that I posted yesterday. I don't know if you saw it. Maybe if you go on my IG, it still might be there. And it's like they said something to the effect of like, sometimes we have decisions to make and we feel like we be so stuck on the decision that we have to make that we don't allow that thing to like we ruminating about like what's this, how's this decision gonna go down? Or if I make this choice, how is this gonna go down? To the point where we feel like that decision is going to dictate how your life is going to move, how things are going to go for you, right? And it's like, no, you need to make a decision so then universe can make things go the way that you want it to go. And you have to know that the decision that you're making is leading you in the direction of making going in the path that you want to go in. So there is no wrong decision, basically, is what they're saying, is that whatever choice you make, they'll figure it out for you. They will conspire to work with you to make it be exactly what you need it to be. but you have to make a choice about how you're going to move. And you need to decide and you need to move in that direction. And you need to have faith and trust and know that whatever direction you move in, it's going to be okay and it's going to be good. And so it's the lack of faith that they're seeing that you have about the knowing that what your decision is going to make. And maybe because maybe I haven't made always the best decisions, and it's okay. But the only way we can build that trust within self is if we continuously make choices. And if when you're making a choice, you're making that choice to show yourself that like, I trust you and we're gonna move in the direction that we need to. And I don't need to be in fear. Okay? So I hope that made sense. And then we're gonna do look. What do you have to tell look? Anything look needs to know, pay attention to, focus on. Anything look needs to hear, do, focus on. You're welcome, friend. Anything look needs to pay attention to, focus on. It's like you got a little mix of everybody's card look. It looks like we're trying to think about what direction we want to move in. Like what's our next steps? What are we going to be doing next? How are we going to be moving? What's our goals? What's our plans? You know, where am I moving on to next? You know, what can I use to take with me that I have that I can help me create the kind of next future that I'm like trying to build, right? What they're saying is holding you back is that you need to be in like a really contemplative state right now. You need to be in that meditation mode. You need to be praying. You need to be asking for guidance. You need to be really looking within and trying to figure out the answers that you want. You need to be spending time with self and knowing that everything that you need is not going anywhere, but you just need to spend some time with you to kind of like tap into self, right? And so they're saying that when you do that, you know, the abundance, the that family, that love, that the creation and all of that is going to come. But it's not until you spend time with self, not until you really think about what you truly want, what you're truly feeling, what's truly coming up for you. They're saying that you worry a lot about your future and what that looks like and what's going to come about. And it's like, I think when you're spending more time with yourself, you don't need to be in the space of like worrying about those things. And I know it's easier said than done because it's probably things that you're really caring about and what's that going to look like for you. But they're telling you that you need to be okay, you know, and when you're spending time with yourself in solitude and praying and everything like that, like there'll be less of a anxious feeling about what's going to come to my life, what's my next few years going to look like, what's this going to like. It's like chill, you know. You need to spend some time just kind of being with self and not trying to figure out exactly what's going to come about, which I know can be difficult, especially when you have plans for yourself and you have goals and you have things that you're trying to reach. But they're telling you that that shouldn't be your focus right now, unfortunately. Listen, I got a reading the other day that told me money should not be my focus right now. And it's like, how? I got bills to pay. I got things to do. I have things I'm trying to meet. How should money not be my focus right now? But, you know, it's other things I probably need to be focusing on, like self, you know, my kids, you know, my relationships, you know, with people in my life, you know, and money shouldn't be on the forefront. And I think they're saying that you should be on the forefront right now. You should be thinking of you right now and what you need and what you're trying to bring into your life. All right. And when you're spending time just kind of like in that meditative state, you know, answers will come to you. All right. Look, I hope that made sense for you as well. I'm so happy it's Wednesday. And it's going to be a chill day today at work. So that's also a great thing. Okay. You're welcome. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm loving the pink hearts. I'm trying to like tap into the colors and tap into that heart space. And so anytime I see the heart, anytime I like it's like reminding me, breathe, girl. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to go ahead and clear the energy, give everyone's back their energy. I hope everyone have a wonderful day. I hope you tap into yourself. Maybe journal. Journaling. Journaling is great. And also looking back at your journals is also good too if you're already journaling. I've been doing that a lot and I've been noticing a lot of things and just want to recommend that too. All right. I hope everyone have a wonderful day. Happy Wednesday again.